The way that we think about Myro is that it's just a better for you, better for the environment product that also puts a smile on your face. I mean, that's the simplest way to explain it. And the reason why it's that is because we use 99% natural ingredients. So it's a plant-powered deodorant that works. So my name is Greg Leptevsky. I'm the founder and CEO of a refillable deodorant company called Myro. So the way that it works is we have these refillable cases, and then we've designed these pods that are fully recyclable and use 50% less waste than your average deodorant. So by simply keeping the case forever and reusing the pods, you get to save plastic, you get to feel great about using a plant-powered product, and of course it looks beautiful. When we think about sort of somebody using the product in the morning when they get ready and they see the beautiful case and they inevitably smell the scent, it just makes your day just 1% better, and that's really all we want. The other thing that they followed up with is that, you guys at that time at Plated were doing a great job at sort of helping me fulfill this need on the food supply side, but what about all my personal care products? And they would point to deodorant as like exhibit A in that sentence and say, like, look, I love the food side, I love that I know where my vegetables and chicken are coming from, but when I look at this thing that I use every single day, I have no idea what's in it, and deodorant is just one of like gazillion examples of this. So over the course of the next 12 months, we spent a lot of long nights pulling together a team of people that could help us do R&D on the formula, R&D on the product, R&D on the packaging, really, design this kind of beautiful package into something that is functional, something that feels very satisfying and secure, and it was quite a journey. So we raised $2 million in 2018, and we actually raised another $7 million extension funding from some, very well-known investors, including Serena Williams and Carmelo Anthony. So it's definitely been quite a journey, and we felt very lucky that we had the opportunity to get them involved with Myro. I think the funniest thing is my mom is actually a history professor, and she spent a lot of time just being a professor educating me on sort of the world history and Russian history and US history. So I was born in the USSR, or what's now obviously Russia. And at that time, Russia was sort of, USSR fell apart in the early 90s, and Russia was undergoing through a very stressful kind of economic situation, stressful to the point of there was just not enough food to eat. And there was assistance that was supplied by the US government in the form of chicken nuggets to specifically the town that I happened to live in at that time. And, fast forward, 25, 30 years later, I just can't, not smile when I sort of feel about the irony of, the US government invested in me with those chicken nuggets. And now I'm paying back by, kind of working with the fantastic people here in New York City, and very lucky to be able to be, part of this kind of community and kind of creating jobs and creating opportunities, and certainly paying back the way that I know, the way that I can. And that little story is how sort of I tend to think about that experience of how, it all goes in a giant circle. And I'm very lucky to kind of be experiencing and be on that journey. And it's definitely something that I do not take for granted and that I remember every single day.